Let's build blitz chess. So here we go. This is the second time I tried to record over this. There was a problem with the mic. So what I'm doing now is I've already played this game. I'm just watching it and recording it. Recording my voice over it. It turned out to be a pretty good game. Higher rated player than me. It's like 1,000 something. I am 935. He plays Sicilian. Tries to flank on the F7 position. I play that E pawn to protect. He tries to attack still with a queen. I'm not really sure why he moved that queen there for. Maybe he tried to. Maybe he thought other things could happen, or was very committed to that line. See, I shouldn't have done that. I should have. Well, I'm not really sure, because then if I would have gone and moved like knight d4, then he moves knight g5, it could have been set up for a mate, but instead I protected the g5 square, and he knows that he has to protect the d4, so those b4 squares don't avoid fork. So it's pretty good. So I'm thinking development. He's going to do, he's going to attack, pursue his attack on that queen side. Now, I'll only warn you, no pawns were lost in the creation of this game. Somehow we managed to, I don't know, I'm a rookie, so for me it's kind of exciting when pawn structures remain intact. Usually there's a lot of unnecessary pawn deaths. This was a pretty straightforward game. So he's trying again to do some damage on the king side by threatening the g7 pawn. So what I end up doing here is going knight h5 in order to attack and attack the queen and protect the g7 pawn. Now when that happens, how could I have done this better? No, I can't attack on the queen side because I could. Maybe on the maybe knight a5, attack that bishop and force for a double pawn on the c line, on the c file line, whatever, not sure. So I'm very committed to protecting that area, and I move the pawn to g6. That protects the warrior knight there on h5, and also protects itself with the pawn on f7. He plays that move to attack that knight, I guess. Now let's see what I do here. I think, in retrospect, I should have gone knight f6, attacking the queen. That's probably what I do. Yeah, I think that's what I ended up doing. That's not bad. Now he has to move that queen. Oh, this is the blunder. Check this out. That's the thing. That's the thing with chess. The pressure. Complete blunder. He could have moved behind the king. Yes. On e2 or even to d1. So I take that. He's probably cursing. Saying some nasty things to that peterwaffles guy. So he captures back. Where's my queen still down there? I don't know. I double up on the h file. Yeah, the bishop has to go from there if he wants to keep safe. So what I decide to do here instead is to regroup. Move my guys back here. We've had an important victory. So we need to regroup, reorganize. He's attacking that pawn on c5. I'm thinking it's all about protecting the troops. So that guy has to get protected. At the same time, it's frustrating when you don't give targets, when it seems that you're noticing everything that's going on and try to protect. It kind of frustrates. Considering this is a 5-minute blitz game, you have to think fast, which many people believe is one of the downsides of a blitz game. Where you're not thinking deep, but you're thinking fast, and that kind of. And I have to admit, I have noticed that it has made me impatient on the longer games. Where I already know a move, and not necessarily the best move that I've thought through, but because I'm thinking in terms of I have less than 5 minutes to finish this game. So yeah, there are some disadvantages of only playing blitz games. I try to play the longer games, but with the chess software, I play 10-minute games. Well, those are not really fast, long games. I play 20-minute games on tournament just to practice and be able to think things through a bit. So here I'm attacking. He's still trying to move forward. My pawns are pretty extended, but everything seems to be covered. I attack his knight here. Can't really move anywhere but back. Or maybe to the a3 square. So what I'm trying to do here, I think and this is the time where I move that bishop. This is the moment where I move that bishop to the g5 square. Wanted to double up. I'm not really sure what I don't know what the problem with the doubling up is, other than it looks ugly, but it's more of a places that double up pawns can attack. So he understands his principle and prefers to go to the g4 square. And this is what I do: bishop g5. I have a material advantage, so I'm thinking I can do these sort of trades, and my pawn structure's back to a neat situation. Like he has knight, I have bishop, and now I bring the queen into the game, attacking that knight, and he can only protect with the king or move the knight away. I would have moved the knight away personally and tried to castle queen side. That's impossible. So I think this is also a blunder. I noticed this and I'm thinking, man, I gotta move because time's are wasting. Now the good move here would have been pawn to e5. Because pawn to e5 opens up that. See, I should have moved pawn to e5. That opens the c8 h3 diagonal, and I attack that pawn on g4, pinning his knight. That would have been a much better move. I have to deal with that pawn on e5, his pawn on e5. That would have been a much better move. Crap. Still, I did win on time. The video's almost over. I did win on time because I know this strange thing started to happen where he ran out of time, then like 20 seconds got added. I thought that was ridiculous. But still, those 20 seconds I moved really fast. So I'm thinking, this is blitz. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. This is when I have to super calm down and just move. I have an advantage, just move and wait for him to do stupid things. Now this is when I did something kind of stupid because he had me on a foregone by playing rook g5. But then I recapture with a queen and take that rook, and I'm still up 2 rooks. Right now, it's a shame I can't show you the clock because right now we're on seconds. Things when watch your time. Red things flashing all over saying you got 30, 40 seconds left. Yeah, his best move is to do rook captures g5. So that's it. Follow the rest in the PGN file, and I end up winning on time. And thank you.